back. It's JPC. How are y'all doing?
How are you all doing? Well, you took my goddamn intro. What's up with that?
I think it sounds better on me. I think I do it better.
That's right. Time to retire. It's all over. 3 weeks, that's all it took. But we are back. And we are back with another movie review because we love movies and we love going to them and we want to bring you the latest reviews as we can. I know lately we've been slacking. We bring them like 3 weeks afterwards. Listen, all right, when we saw Gran Turismo, there was no podcast. All right? So what did you want us to do, really? But we wanted to highlight that movie because it was great. And I hope you all went and saw it. I hope you heard the review. It was fantastic. But we are bringing you a movie that came out about 3 days ago. And we're going to talk about it. The name of the movie is It Lives Inside. We love horror movies. It's a classic horror movie. Now, just for a little background, this movie was not called It Lives Inside last I checked. And I had a very hard time finding tickets for the movie because the name of the movie is actually Pashashini. You're like, what the fuck did he just say? Pashashini. So Pashashini, in our lore, in our culture, in Hindu culture, I'm not Hindu, but still Indian, so I still know all about it. A Pashashini is a creature that is a cross between a witch and a demon. Imagine a witch became more demon than person, shape shifting in form and able to conjure spells and lives off of fear and life force, basically eating human flesh. So we were kind of excited to see this movie. But before we even get into the movie, I think it's best we just start this way. JBC, what's the score? Just hand it down. Do your shit now. We know how mean you are. Be mean now. Just get it over with.
7.4.
7.4. All right, and why? Tell us why.
It was okay. I will admit, I think I'm gonna spoil a little bit of your facts.
It's
It
okay.
is the director and producers, I believe, first like making of a movie.
Yep.
So I am being a little harsh on them, but it was. I will admit it was pretty okay for their first time. But there were certain aspects of the movie that I'm sure KPC will mention later.
Nah, you tell him. Tell us. What is it?
The Prashashini looked. I won't say it's exactly how it is told in Indian mythology. I believe, is that
Well,
correct?
explain to people. They have no idea what we're talking
It
about.
is. It's known to take more forms rather than being a specific. It doesn't look like one thing. Like you know how in a movie they show a demon one way, the whole movie. The Prashashini is supposed to take multiple forms.
Yep.
They really kept it as one thing, and I think it was because they wanted it to be more American style, possibly. And it was not exact, even though the directors are Indian. I expected better, but like it looked like a demon, and it was like it was scary. I liked the scary aspect of the Prajashini, but I think it wasn't as accurate as I would have liked.
What would you like to see the Pashashni look like?
I don't know. I mean, I picture like a really effed up sort of demon taking multiple forms trying to get in people's head, which I will admit it did do at some point in the movie. But I don't know, like, okay, I think the closest thing that was accurate was when it turned invisible.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
I think that was the most accurate thing to mythology.
Yeah. I think I would have preferred if it looked like a beautiful witch, but at the same time monstrous with like messed up teeth and eyes and bloodshot eyes because it was a witch that became demonized. Um, so the lore says so that would have been more accurate. That she's right. For us, the demon was a little bit overdone. The Pashashini was like it had no. It was just ugly. It had no face and no form, and it was. I know they were going for shock value, but like I say about comic book guys, stick to source material. You never go wrong when you stick to source material. And my score, um, 8.2. Not much further than hers, actually. I know usually I give good scores, but listen, on the scale of a horror movie, uh, Mr. Datta, Vishal, hats off to you, your first direction. You did a good job. I think it was well done. The actress did amazing. You were very smart to pick Neetu Bajwa as the mom.
We love her.
Excellent choice. She is amazing. Yeah, she's a very well-known Punjabi actress. She's a very good actress. I mean, she's come in a lot of movies. We've been watching her since we were kids, and well, since I was an adult, my daughter was a baby, and she's a fantastic actor. If you see the movie, she played the role of the mother. She did a fantastic job. You could really feel her emotions. She was very good. The daughter comes in that show on
Never Have I
Netflix.
Ever?
Yeah, Never Have I
Old
Ever.
teens will know it. I
Yeah,
expect.
she did a good job as well. Um, but that's really the reason 8.2 for me is the story was good. Again, they should have stuck a little bit more to the actual lore. I also expect. I think JPC is right. We expect better because they're Indian. You
Yeah.
know, I think that plays a role for us. So we might be a little biased, guys. Um, I think because we are from that culture, we expect certain things in the movie that we should see. Um, I thought the puja scene was completely inaccurate. What do
Oh
you
my
think?
god. Girl did full on henna for a puja.
Yeah, it was some weird shit, dude. Like there was things that they showed in the movie that guys, that's not how we do pujas. Pujas, prayer ceremonies. Yeah, they're not a lot like that. They're actually a lot more fun. Believe it or not, it's almost like imagine Hindus in a black church, you know, praying to God, singing, and having a lot of fun. A lot like that. There's a serious part, of course. There's like almost like you're reading like a book, but there were a lot of rituals that didn't make sense in the puja. That was annoying to us. But that's the 8.2 is not just for that. It's for these small details and the story. I felt like it took too long to get to the Prashashani. Um, there's a lot of foreshadowing. It was there. At one point, it even killed the person, but you didn't see it. You should have seen it then. I don't think that they should have really kept it in the dark at that point, or seen some part of it or something. They waited too long for the reveal, in my opinion, and then it just climaxed too quick. All of a sudden she's like, "Oh, we gotta do something." Now all of a sudden we have to do something.
But you do also have to remember they're Indian, and I mean, they don't always. Have you seen Indian movies? I mean, they're kind of cheesy. They're not very violent.
Right? That's a different genre.
That's true.
You
That's
cannot.
true. You're
I,
making an American movie. You gotta.
we are
Yeah,
making an American movie, and we were also born in this country too.
that's true.
And we know what Hollywood is and what Bollywood is, and we know when there's cheese and when there's no cheese. And there are the problem with Bollywood. You don't even know there is no cheese left.
Oh my god.
That cheese I grew up with is gone, and I really really miss it because it was retarded shit, but it was hilarious.
That's
When a
true.
guy punched a guy, he flew across the whole goddamn window. It was crazy. Like he flew like 10 feet. It was just it was funny, comical, but not meant to be. Kind of just outlandish. Um, we've lost that in our Bollywood, by the way, guys. We want to make Oscar-winning movies now, so we've lost all that shit too. So, but there was something else that really bothered us about the movie. I'll let you say it. I'm not even we're gonna say I'm racist, so you can say it. Go ahead.
Which one are you referring to?
The shade problem.
Oh my. Okay, so okay. So what is her name? Tamara?
That's another thing. What the fuck kind of names are these? Dude, we are Punjabi, we are Indian, and we have Punjabis have different names. I understand,
Mm.
Harpreet and all that, and okay, Ravinder, but typical Indian names are like Rocky, Vinod, F a girl Sonia, Monya, I don't know, like Sherry. Who the fuck in America names their child Tamara? Come on, guys. Get with the writing. Please, come on. You're making us all look bad over here. Like, we're all like watching this like, oh, I don't know what to think about.
Oh my god, I was
They
looking
think
at.
we name our kids Tamara. That's
There
great.
was like, do you remember the other couples in the theater? I was like,
I know.
I wonder what they think of our culture right now.
We're sitting there next to this one couple, right? Young boy, young girl. We're like, this is what they think of us. This is how they see us. This shit right here is how they see us. This is fantastic. Great.
I will admit, I do live in a very Asian
You live in a
community, but
yeah. It doesn't matter. That's not the point. It's people who see this movie all over the world.
yeah,
This is how they're gonna view us.
and
So
they're like, "What the
you didn't even
fuck?"
get to your problem, our
Nitpick.
problem. Go ahead. So
So
be as nice as you can about it, but we'll put it the best way we can. But it bothered the shit out of us.
the actress who plays Tamada is she looks insanely. Her complexions in the movie are far darker than her real life complexions. While that's really it. That's the nicest thing. They put so much makeup on her that she looks comparatively darker, and that I think they did that sort of intentionally.
Yeah. So, guys, this is what I mean by stereotyping, and it's really fucking annoying. Um, Hollywood seems to think that we're all like dark and smart. You guys looking at me right now on this goddamn video? I know you're watching me on YouTube. If you're not, go take a look. Do I look short, small, and dark to you? I look like a fat Viking. Like it's. And I look like a Punjabi. Actually, I really freaking do. The tats and shit, and the beard. There's
Give me a sec.
nothing.
Time out. I do not look like a typical Punjabi because I spend too much time in the sun. So I don't take me for
Yeah,
reference.
my daughter says she's dark compared to us.
I am.
Does that give you guys an idea of what we're talking about the movie? So in Hollywood movies, not Bollywood. Bollywood we'll get to in a second. They have their own issues. For some reason, I don't know why this happened on Netflix. So I was really pissed at the show. I watched it with my daughter, and it really, really annoyed me. What's the name again?
Never have I ever.
It really
one,
pissed
yeah.
me off because every Indian person is just dark, and if they're not dark, they make them dark on purpose. Is that what you guys think of us? Really? So in the movie, the main girl who plays the heroine, the young teenager, in reality she's South Indian guy. So she is darker. So they're not all dark, but she is darker, and her features a little different. Her mother in the movie is a Punjabi Jatstick actress. She's one of us. She's a fair skinned, very pretty, very beautiful. Made no sense. Fine, whatever. The worst was the girl who played her friend, and the other younger girl, clearly has a very fair complexion, like the rest of us. And she was like painted black. Literally blackface. It was like, no, this is not okay. This is not okay, guys. I'm not okay with this. To the director, why? What you think that makes it relatable to who? Not to us. We're your goddamn audience too. So what? Do you think that's what Americans think of us? People in all the country think of us? Little dark people who were like really good in school because they were all doing very good in school. But just so you guys know, Punjabis, we suck at school. Okay?
Very true.
We're good at fighting, drinking, driving muscle cars, dancing, really good at dancing. Every art you can think of because we're very artistic human beings. But straight in school,
If you're thinking of smart, I think you're thinking of South Indians.
Yeah.
You're not looking at us.
and they did not show them to be South Indian in the movie. That'd be different if they did. I totally understand that, but they did not. So that's one of our personal gripes of the movie. Hollywood do better, and Bollywood you do better too, because there's been movies in the past, I won't get into it, where they, for example, anybody who's hearing this podcast, if you know anything about Bollywood, you've heard of Hrithik Roshan. Hrithik Roshan is a very, very, very big actor in India. This good-looking dude. Not saying he's not very talented in every way, dancing, singing, everything, the whole deal. His first movie, both his iterations of the character, he was made darker. And they asked why. Like, well, he's too fair. Excuse me? Well, maybe the rest of India won't relate with him because he's so fair looking. What would you say? Yo, half of India is as fair as me. Yeah, well, not half, but like the certain population is, and we all know they are. Why? Why this bullshit? So the same goes for Hollywood. Do better. When it comes to the actual horror, okay. It wasn't scary. It was suspenseful, a little jarring. At any point, did you get scared at all? Did you feel any good jumps?
I was only scared What, can I not spoil it? When her father
Yeah.
died.
Okay, yeah. Well, he didn't die.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, when he got, like when Niru
Yeah,
Batra was holding the knife and he just like gets
yeah.
stabbed and we're like, and that was really suspenseful. I
Yeah,
like
it
what
was a
they
good scene.
did.
I thought he wasn't the father for a second.
Yeah,
And that would have been better actually if it was the Prashasni shape shifting, but
yeah.
no, we didn't get that.
We
So.
didn't get that. It was kind of wrong. Oh, the cool guy got the one hot guy in the movie died.
That was stupid, dude. That was an ode to Johnny Depp. If you guys don't know, that was a throwback to Nightmare on Elm Street, the original movie. Johnny Depp, very good looking at that time too. He still is a handsome man, but he was a really, really good looking boy. He was, I would say, the heroine's boyfriend slash best friend, trying to help her along, catch Freddy. I'm gonna wake you up, and he dies in the movie.
Horribly, man.
Yeah, that was
Poor dude.
disgusting. But I'm just saying, this whole thing was like a ode to that. That she has to watch the good-looking guy, her first, real crush die. But
May I add something? You
yeah,
just said watch. Girl literally didn't do anything.
yeah,
She
I
just
never.
stood there. I was like, you're literally watching your friend die.
I say that, baby, but the truth is that
I think you would panic in this situation.
no, everybody's not us.
Oh, that's true.
My friends and me, like most of my friends that the circle I keep with, I think Andrew Tate is right. Keep your circle closed and keep your circle with the people you would want to fuck with. Because my friends, nobody would just stand there. They'd all do something. But the truth is, if you watch YouTube and you watch all these videos, that's what people do when somebody gets attacked. They just stand there and watch. They don't help. They don't do anything. It boggles my mind because there's no way I'd be standing around. I'd be in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, I don't stand around. Like, I saw someone getting picked at school. I try to step in.
Yeah, it's in our nature. That's just one, the way we are, and then I brought you up that way too, to always stand up for everybody else, and you always should. That's very, very important. If we did that for each other, guys, there wouldn't be a problem in this world, would there? But doing nothing at the side of evil is as bad as being evil. Just so you guys know. Just a little lesson before you get out of here. So, in ending this, concluding this, you want to go see it? I'd wait till it's out on rental. I'd rent it. It's not a theater movie. There's no great, amazing side, special effects you gotta see. Not bad. Good twist on lore. Happy to see some Daisies. Happy to see Neera Bajwa on screen. She did a great job again. Fantastic. Thank you, Yunuji. Bobo dia Gavita. But anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
No, not really.
What are you looking forward to seeing next?
A Haunting in Venice. I don't know what's
It's already
up.
out.
Saw. I want to see Saw. That's all.
That's right. So that looks pretty. That's a prequel, guys. Looks pretty good.
Five Nights at Freddy. That actually looks scary. I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah, it does actually look good. Friday Nights at Freddy's, and we were the animatronics. Like if you guys remember the Chuck E. Cheese shit, they come to life. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's weirdly based off a book. There's a book of Five Nights at Freddy on it.
Yeah, I think the movie I'm looking forward to the most right now is The Exorcist.
Oh wait, shit! I forgot that's coming. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to that too.
Looking forward to that, definitely. That should be it looks pretty good actually. That's it for me. If I'm looking at the horror movies that are coming out, I think they'll be good. I love Halloween in general. I love the whole season. And after that, we'll see. But I don't think anything good's coming out for a while.
Not really.
I am gonna do another podcast, guys, right after this. An update on my movie Deadpool. Shit gets better and better every goddamn day. Ryan, I love you. All right, this is KPC. This is
JPC.
We are out. Peace.